Welcome back to Madrid Pulse, your trusted home for everything Real Madrid. Every week we bring you the latest news, analysis, and updates from the Santiago Bernabeu, and today we dive into one of the most remarkable transfer stories of recent years. The club has pulled off a deal that many believe to be impossible. Real Madrid have completed the signing of Rodrigo Hernandez, known to the football world simply as Rodri, from Manchester City. For months, speculation had swirled about whether Madrid could convince both City and the player to make such a massive move happen. But Florentino Perez and his board have once again shown that when Real Madrid want a player, they find a way. Rodri's arrival is nothing short of a statement. For years, he has been the heartbeat of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City side, dictating play from deep, breaking up opposition attacks, and carrying the kind of presence that made him arguably the best defensive midfielder in world football. Bringing him to the Bernabeu is not just a signing. It's a declaration of intent that Real Madrid are preparing for a new era of dominance in both La Liga and the Champions League. For fans who have been wondering about life after legends like Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, Rodri's signature is a direct answer. Madrid are building for the future, but they are doing it with players already at the very peak of their powers. The negotiations were not easy. Manchester City were reluctant to let their midfield general go, and understandably so. He was central to their domestic and European success, and Pep Guardiola considered him untouchable. Yet, the allure of the Santiago Bernabeu and the vision presented by Zabi Alonzo proved decisive. Rodri has often spoken about how much he admires Spanish football, and how important it would be for him to one day play a leading role in his homeland again. When Real Madrid called, the decision became clear for the player, even if the club-to-club talks were complicated. Reports indicate that the deal was sealed for a fee in the region of 120 million euros, a figure that reflects both Rodri's importance to City and Madrid's determination to secure him. It is a massive investment, but one that fits perfectly into the club's strategy. Real Madrid are not just buying a player, they are buying leadership, experience, and a guarantee of consistency at the highest level. At just 28 years old, Rodri arrives in his prime, with several years of top-class football still ahead of him. For Zabi Alonzo, this is the perfect first blockbuster signing of his tenure as Real Madrid manager. Alonso himself was a master of midfield control during his playing days, and in Rodri he finds a modern version of that same profile. Calm on the ball, tactically intelligent, and dominant both physically and mentally. The prospect of Alonso guiding Rodri's game to even greater heights is something that excites both the coaching staff and the fans. The Madrid midfield has already been blessed with young stars like Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, and Jude Bellingham. But Rodri brings a balance and authority that ties everything together. From the fans' perspective, this move also carries emotional weight. Real Madrid supporters have been spoiled over the years with the genius of Kroos and Modric. As their roles slowly reduce, many wondered whether anyone could fill that void. While Rodri is not a like-for-like replacement, he provides the structure that allows attacking players to shine and gives the backline the protection it needs. Watching him slot into the famous white shirt at the Bernabeu will feel like the beginning of a new chapter, one that promises to maintain the club's identity of combining flair with discipline. Off the pitch, Rodri is also a perfect fit for Madridismo. He is known for his professionalism, his humility, and his commitment to the team. These are values that resonate deeply with the Real Madrid ethos. At City, he was never one to chase headlines, but his influence was undeniable. In Madrid, he will have the platform to not only maintain that influence but to amplify it in a team that thrives on big personalities and decisive moments. The anticipation is already building for his debut. The Bernabeu faithful cannot wait to see Rodri walk out onto the pitch and take control of the midfield in front of them. His partnership with Bellingham in more advanced roles and the defensive support alongside Camavinga or Tchouameni promises to create one of the most complete and dominant midfields in world football. For opponents, this signing sends a chilling message. Real Madrid are not only thinking about the present, but are ensuring that their midfield dominance continues well into the future. In the end, this deal symbolizes everything that makes Real Madrid the most powerful club in world football. When others hesitate, Madrid act. When others doubt, Madrid believe. Rodri is now part of this great institution, and fans can be assured that the club's ambition remains as strong as ever. The future is here, and with Rodri anchoring the midfield, the horizon looks brighter than ever at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Spanish international has emerged as one of the most sought-after players in the game, and his profile fits perfectly into the vision that manager Zabi Alonzo is trying to implement at the Santiago Bernabeu. After a busy start to the window, which has seen Real Madrid bring in 4 new players to address key areas in the squad, there's a growing belief within the club that one final crucial piece is still missing. That piece is a midfield general, a player who can dictate the tempo, organize the play, and maintain control during high-pressure moments. While the likes of Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, and Nicolo Barella have all been linked with the role, no concrete move has materialized for any of them. This has opened the door for Rodri to become the top target. Rodri is widely considered one of the best holding midfielders in world football. His ability to break up play, retain possession under pressure, and distribute the ball with pinpoint accuracy makes him an ideal candidate to lead Real Madrid's midfield evolution. With legends like Luka Modric and Toni Kroos now having stepped away from their iconic roles, the need for a dominant presence in the center of the park has never been more urgent. Rodri, with his experience, maturity, and composure, could be the long-term answer Madrid are searching for. According to Marco Ruiz of AS, Real Madrid are closely monitoring Rodri's situation at Manchester City. His current contract with the English champions runs until 2027, which gives City a strong negotiating position for now. However, as of yet, there have been no indications of a renewal being discussed. This has sparked hope within Real Madrid's camp that a potential opening could present itself in the not-so-distant future. It's also worth noting that Rodri recently returned to action after a long injury layoff, having missed around 9 months with a serious knee problem. He managed to return toward the end of last season and has shown positive signs of regaining his form. Madrid are watching his progress very closely, analyzing whether he can return to the elite level he consistently displayed prior to the injury. The timing of all this could work in Madrid's favor. If Rodri decides not to extend his contract with City by the summer of 2026, the Premier League side could be forced to consider offers in order to avoid losing him on a free transfer the following year. This sort of contract scenario has become more common in recent years, with players leveraging expiring deals to secure better wages or signing bonuses at new clubs. Real Madrid are well aware of this trend and are positioning themselves to act quickly if the opportunity arises. From a sporting perspective, Rodri's move to Real Madrid would make perfect sense. He's already proven himself at the highest level, winning Champions League and Premier League titles under Pep Guardiola, while also serving as a key figure for the Spanish national team. At 29, he's entering the prime of his career, a stage where his physicality, intelligence, and leadership qualities would all be assets in Zabi Alonzo's project. Rodri wouldn't just be another signing, he'd be a true statement of intent. He would symbolize the new era of Real Madrid, bridging the gap between the club's legendary past and its ambitious future. For now, fans will have to wait and see how the situation unfolds, but one thing is clear. If Rodri becomes available, Real Madrid will be ready to strike. Stay tuned to Madrid Pulse for every twist and turn in this story, because this could be the signing that reshapes the midfield for years to come.